Hey, my friend Peter, how are you at Old Man King Homestead? I think you're doing pretty good out there. I've enjoyed your videos so far. There's nobody else popped in yet but me and you. But that's okay. Hopefully we'll have some more people in here. Hope I don't have any crackers in my teeth. I've been eating goldfish. Yep, goldfish. It's the snack. That snack's back. Hey, Wheat, how are you? Was just telling Peter I've been eating goldfish. You know, the little cheddar cheese snacks. Hopefully I don't have them all over my mouth and on my teeth. Oh, and there's New Horizons Above and Beyond. Hello, hello. And there's Havita. How are you? Havita, I liked your card. It was really pretty. Thank you so much. Peter says he just made him a cup of coffee. Well, you're going to be wide awake during this live. I should have made me one. Yep. Probably more so awake than me, guys. More so awake than me. And there's Arlene. Hey, Arlene, how are you? Good to see you, dear. And Charlene Grady. There she is from Cape Cod. Let's see who all is going to pop in here tonight. It's coming on in pretty doggone quick. Thank y'all. Appreciate it. I know it, Wheat. It's killing us, ain't it? I hadn't even started taking down my Christmas tree. And, you know, every year we take our tree down that old-fashioned wise tale. Don't leave your tree up after Christmas, you know, for New Year's or on New Year's because you're starting a new year. Let's hope it don't rain because I'm supposed to ride my horse in New Year's on New Year's Day and motorcycle. If it 1 year it was so bad out here that I just got on the horse in the stall and let him go around in a circle, and then I got back off and I said I rode him. So if it's raining, that may be what I do tonight or tomorrow or New Year's Day anyway. You know, they say what you do on New Year's you'll do all year long. Hopefully I'll do something that'll be good. Maybe somebody will give me some money. I can say, oh, I'm expect to get money all year long. You know how these New Year's things are. Hey, Charlene, how are you? And there's Manny Fresh. Just took out down the decorations. I must say, I'm kind of glad Christmas is over, honey. Me too. Kids are all gone. They still haven't gotten their house. They're still living in a camper. They can't move in up there until the 9th of January. But they have rode by and seen where their house is. They just can't get in it for now. So, guys, let's hope this will be an exciting one. 2025 is just, it's blowing in faster than we can stop it, y'all. Man, I remember when I was younger, don't wash clothes, don't sweep. Now, I never heard of don't sweep, but boy, you don't wash clothes on New Year, that's for sure. My mama have a fit if you wash clothes on New Year. She said if you wash clothes from New Year, you'll be washing for the dead before the year's out. I've always heard that. I make a point of not doing it just in case. She swears that she washed clothes 2 different times on New Year's when we were little. Because, you know, you had cloth diapers back then. And she said, and sure enough, we lost 2 of my brothers those 2 same years. So she said she'd never do it again. Anyway. Y'all, it was 67 degrees today here. It was so nice. The wind wasn't blowing. I got out there and got all of my beehive stuff up because, you know, I have that one little section, guys, this one little section right there in the middle of the barn, and I have my horse trailer. That's it. And in my little closet, but they call it my closet. It's my little room over there to the side that I have stuff in. But my husband has decided that my bee stuff is in the way. The whole darn barn has got his stuff in it, but oh no, that little section's got to go. No, I started it about 3 months ago and then I just quit because it was so doggone hot. I couldn't stand it out there. And then I just left it and it's been sitting there. So it was way past time for me to get that crap up. You know how that goes. But I wanted to, we had wax moths got in my hives and just decimated them. And so I haven't had any bees now in 2 years. But I had this stuff packed up in the barn and I decided I was going to get every bit of it out and melt all the wax off. Manny says cold season is in and they're trying to save all of the money, all the plants she can, so she can save money next year. I know that's right. Repotting is a process altogether. Oh, I know it. So didn't put up any decorations this year, but if I did, leave them up for a while. I think January is too plain without something. Oh, well, I know. We just have to decorate for 2025. I guess that's what I'm going to do. Anyway, it's a party month, y'all. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know when all the meetups are going to be. I know they're going to be some scheduled, and I have got to get on the ball and get mine in my. I bought me a planner this year, guys, so that I can try to keep up with stuff. Because last year I just had stuff on scraps of paper laying here and there and everywhere, and then I put it all in a pile, you know. But I didn't write all the details down, so then I just had comments that some of them I knew what they were, and some of them I didn't have a clue. I don't know if anybody else does that, but I'm bad about it, guys. I've even wrote down phone numbers. Just, oh, yeah, okay, I got your phone number. Well, I don't write down the name of who it is, and 2 months later, I'll go back and look and say, now, whose phone number was this? Just brain dead. What can I say? What can I say? I'm blaming it on old age. I think it's something that's been here for a while, that part. Oh, I know exactly what you mean about your saving your plants because I try to too. In fact, guys, look at these big old lemons. I picked the last of my lemons off my little lemon trees yesterday. And so I have got to get these things squeezed and get my juices packed up and put in the freezer for whenever we need lemon juice or need, want to make a lemon pie or just lemon juice in general, lemons in general. Try to do a little bit of the zesting too and put it in a little tiny container and freeze it. I don't know if you guys have ever done that, but it's actually pretty good done that way. And if you don't have them in stock and you're cooking something and you need a little lemon zest or something, always good to have, guys. Always good to have. And you can put lemon juice in your canning too, especially in your jellies and jams. It helps to make them gel up. Let's see. Yeah. They're lemons, and they're actually lemons, and they're Meyer lemons. So I just had real good luck this year. I had some huge ones. In fact, they're almost round. They don't even look like a lemon this year. They're just round as they can be. But I left them on the vine until I needed them this year and only picked them as I needed them. And they just kept growing for some reason. Both of them. So like I say, they are big, 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 big. I'm real proud of them. Yep, real proud. And the fact, got my Nana t-shirt my granddaughter printed out for me or made for me. She made me 2 of them. And why on earth she give me white? I have no clue with all these critters that we have around here. The Meyer lemons are not nearly as bitter as the regular lemons like, you buy at the grocery store. I don't know what those lemons are, but what the names of them are, but they're a lot more, a real bittery taste. These have a taste, a lemon taste, but they're not as bitter as the Meyer lemons are not as bitter as the ones like you buy in the grocery store. Anyway, I don't know any other way to describe it. They're not sweet, but they have a taste, a lemon taste, but they're just not real. Yeah. There you go. Jovita just posted my lemon meringue pie recipe, guys. I'm not doing too well on this editing thing on my pies and things. I only got the one GoPro, and I have another video camera that I bought. It does really good up close, but after about 4 or 5 foot, that sucker just starts getting dimmer and dimmer. There's Debbie Drake. Hello, Debbie. I'm glad you came in. Hello, hello. Yeah, and so trying to do it and then moving that camera back and forth and everything. I had angles, every kind of angle you can imagine. But anyway, the zest of it, the jest of it is there. If anybody wants to follow the recipe, it's really good. Oh, and if you don't like real lemony like pies, do 3 ounces of lemon juice instead of the 3 and 3/4 or 3 and whatever. Right at 4 ounces of lemon, 4 ounces of lemon juice that I put in mine. But give it a few more minutes and I'll tell y'all the news that I got today. Not real fun, not real fun. But are you guys gaining any weight? I think I gained about 4 pounds between last time I went to the doctor, which was about 3 months ago when I went about my stomach and they were going to run this light. Now they finally ran the light, guys, down into my down and got results back. Went in and saw the doctor today. Can't believe it's popped in here. I'm so happy to see some new faces or faces I haven't seen before. Hello, Sheila. Sheila, I got your card today. It's probably been in the mail. I just didn't go check the mailbox in town. But anyway, you know, how with all this family and everything else going on and Christmas and all, I just didn't get in there till today. And I found your card. It was real nice of you. Thank you so much for the Christmas card. Sweet. All right. Well, guys, went into the clinic today and saw the gastrologist. And, you know, they told me that I had the the hernia here in my throat. And that's why when I do anything bending over, I start getting these gagging and throwing up things. And they said they may have to go back in there. They're going to give me 6 weeks. Got me put on some more medication. And they're going to give me 6 weeks. And they may have to actually go in and operate to repair that. That's not the bad things. Then they told me, you know, that the lining of my stomach looked irritated. Well, they did some biopsies. And it's not cancer, but there's 3 stages. And mine is at the end of the first stage. So when it's in the first stage, they can generally reverse it, they said. And so I've got to go tomorrow morning and pick up medication because, you know, they don't give you the prescriptions now. You have to wait on them to call them in, and then you have to send them in electronically, however they do it nowadays. And then you have to go pick it up. Well, you know, I waited around in town for a while, and they never got in touch with me that it was ready. So come on home, and I got to go back in tomorrow morning and pick that up. So it's another trip, 16 miles the other direction. You know how that goes. So I don't know what I'll be taking, but so they're very concerned about it. They want to go back in 6 months, and after I take this, they're going to give me 2 months of the medication. They usually just give 1 month of it and then do some tests. They're going to do 2 months of it with mine because it's as advanced as it is. So we'll see how it goes. You know, I've had breast cancer, so it's unnerving to say the least. Hate to think about stomach cancer, guys. Hate to think about stomach cancer, but you know, if it is, she gave me a list of things that I could eat and things I couldn't eat. I didn't say too doggone much on there that I like to eat. I told my husband I didn't see myself sticking to that diet very well, so I just might have to die early. Oh, thank you, Debbie. I think I'm going to get it. I don't feel right now that it's going to be a problem. I'm being positive. Yeah, they gave me this list of stuff. Can't have anything fried. Can't have any tomatoes. You know, I love tomatoes. Can't can't have any tomato sauce. Nothing spicy. That's going to kill me because I love spicy foods. Nothing fried. Nothing with high fat content. I mean, basically, all I'm supposed to eat is rice and noodles and soup. If it's low fat soup. Now, where do you get low fat soup, guys? Can y'all tell me? Amy, love you. Call if you need me. Been missing you. Got a camper. Okay, cool, Amy. That's great. Proud for you, hon. I will give you a call. Uh, yeah, that's what I said too. That's what I said. I'm not going to worry about it. There's no point in stressing about it or worrying about it. I just laughed about it because it said no chocolate, no juice, no fruit juices. I mean, it listed off no Coke, no tea. Drinking tea now. I mean, yeah, basically, I'm going to be drinking water and milk and eating rice and noodles for the next 2 months. I don't see that happening. I'm going to have to cheat a little bit, guys. Well, she told me, she says, I'm giving you this as a guide because she said, I know if I tell you don't eat all this stuff, that you're going to turn around and eat every bit of it because somebody tells you can't do something. That just makes you want to do it that much more, and that's for sure. But I will try to cut back on everything. Uh, yeah, no tea. Can you imagine that, Amy? Uh, I'm gonna have to leave the South. That's right. I'm gonna have to go somewhere where they just bake everything. Baked fish. Joey says, "But honey, you can eat baked fish all the time or broiled fish." I says, "You know, fish is not my favorite thing. He could eat fish every day of the week, and he really likes baked and broiled and grilled fish. I'm not real big on it, guys. I'm not real big on it. One thing about it, I can eat shrimp now. I like shrimp and I like lobster. You know, too bad my darn things that the things that I eat can't have. Everything I like's on the don't do list. No alcohol, no cigarettes. That's not a big deal for me. No alcohol, no cigarettes, no dang. I mean, I can't even think of what all is on there. But anyway. Hello, Mr. Joe. Thank you. Thank you. Glad to see you in here. Havita says, move to Japan. Gosh, I don't even know if I could move to Japan and get by. Because, you know, they put a lot of spices on their foods over there. So, anyway. I'm not, but I'm giving up my tea. Let's see. He said he might be able to deal with most of that if I had to, but I guess you're not giving up your tea. Well, I understand that. It's going to be really hard, guys. Really hard for me. I have to water down, but I got to have my tea. And I'm not really into the super sweet tea. You know, these people down here in the South, these folks think if it ain't drenched in sugar that it's not sweet tea. I don't know what the heck. So we went today and ate at Arby's. Oh, no fast food. That ain't gonna happen neither. Went to Arby's today and I had one of those what is it, the dip things, sandwiches, and doggone that got me some tea, and that tea was, I mean, it was like drinking pure sugar. It was almost like drinking syrup. It was so sweet. I had to go and pour some of it out and put some water in there to try to drown it down to where I could drink it. But I will have to start cutting back anyway. Maybe I can go to Kool-Aids or something. I don't know. I got to have some kind of flavoring in my water. I can't drink but just so much water, guys. Some people can sit there and just drink water all the time. It doesn't faze them a bit. Water is just, don't get it. I got to have something. I don't know if it's just the idea that it's just water or what, but because I can drink and put some flavoring in there, some food coloring even maybe. I don't know. But anyhow, I got my issues here, guys. Got my issues here. I understand the not giving up too, Peter. I understand. Well, I mean, they said the all citrus type juices, like orange juice, lemon juice, uh, you know, anything citrusy, grapefruit. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm assuming that I can eat jams and jellies, but it's supposed to be low fat stuff. So I said, well, looks like the fat stuff, like, oh, couldn't eat marbled meat. I mean, marbled meat is the ones that are real tender. That real lean meat is not real tender, guys. So I don't know what in hell. Crystal Light. Maybe what I end up doing, something like that. Or those little squirt bottles, where you just squirt a little bit in there and stir it up. I don't know. But anyway, like this past summer when I had the kids, I give them those little packets like you get. It's not all Kool-Aid, but they're different ones. And you just tore the little packet and dumped it in there and shook the bottle of water up. I'll have to have a lot of those, I guess, this next few months. See if anything gets better here. They're going to put me, I've been taking one of the medications once a day. And the pharmacist says, don't take it but once a day. But she says that she's putting me on it twice a day. And both of them I have to take with no food. I can't eat any foods at least 2 to 4 hours before I go to bed, which is not a big deal. I can handle the not eating before I go to bed. And want me to sleep on a wedge, guys. I sleep on my side. I can't see me sleeping on a wedge. That's going to be a weird thing, but I guess I'll have to try it. I can sleep on a little bit of a uphill thing, but anyway. Yeah, tons of different types of water flavorings. I guess that's what I'm going to do. Carrying the pink liquid. The pink liquid, Amy. No more Bloody Marys, girl. Oh, yeah. I don't know what the pink liquid is, but yeah. Oh, you mean like Pepto-Bismol or whatever? I don't know. But yeah, you would have thought, that's what I told Joey, is you would think the fat would actually coat the stomach and keep the oils or the whatever would coat the stomach. And cherry 7-Up. Oh, yeah, I've heard of that. It's pretty doggone good, guys. Pretty doggone good. Yes, that's kind of like those, Sheila, that I was talking about that I got for the kids, those little packets, and you tear them open and put them in your water. So, yeah, that's probably what I'll be doing. But anyhow, so, whatever. Just have to learn to live with it. I'll be eating a lot of canned soups and Roman noodles, vegetables, they even listed some vegetables I couldn't have, guys. I couldn't believe it. I mean, not just tomatoes and stuff like that. I mean, real vegetables like, beans and that kind of stuff it listed. I said, holy cow, this old country girl ain't going to know how to stand it. But anyhow, I'll just have to do the best I can, guys. But I'll keep y'all informed. No homemade soup is better for you. Yeah, that's what I thought too. But yeah. But I just don't tend to make just a little bit of anything. When I make a pot full of it, and people get sick of it. Joey has to eat it because I get sick of it. So I don't know what I'm going to do, guys. Just do the best I can. And that's all I can do. I told Joey, I said, I'm 65 years old. If I go now, I've had a good life. What's the issue you've been fighting? I have changes in the cells in my stomach, Mr. Joe. I've had breast cancer and lived with that and got over it and been cleared now for about 20 years, about right at 20 years. Anyway, so now the cells in my stomach are changing, and there's 3 different stages. Well, there's 2 stages, and then they declare the third one, they declare it as full cancer. Anyway, I'm at the end of the first stage. So they're going to get very, very aggressive and try to get that backed up, to where my stomach lining is not all irritated with the changes in my cells and all that stuff. They give me a diagnosis name, but I couldn't tell you what it is and don't know how to pronounce it either. You know how that goes. But like I say, they're going to check everything, see what goes on. We'll see how it goes from there. But you know how that goes, guys. You know how that goes. Anyway, let's get on some different, better sounding news. It's not like an ulcer, Amy. The whole lining, black-eyed peas and collard greens. That's right. I guess we need our black-eyed peas and cornbread and collard greens for New Year's, and we eat that. I guess I need a lot of leftovers. There you go, eat. Them peas are change and them greens are for money. That's what I always heard, anyhow. So I got to eat a bunch of that junk off. Anyway, but yeah, Amy, I'm sorry. I started and then got sidetracked. Yeah, my it's not like ulcers. I've had stomach ulcers before. I had bleeding ulcers, in fact, and I got that cleared up. And it may have been the beginnings of this. I don't know. But anyhow, they're just saying that the whole lining of my stomach, a while back, Amy, you hadn't been in here much, but a while back I was constantly throwing up and lost about 15 pounds just in a couple of weeks. Got that under control a little bit, I guess, with this nighttime medicine I've been taking. But now they're going to double that and see if they can get the rest of it cleared up. They went in and ran the light down through my esophagus and down into my stomach and into the beginning of the upper intestines and looked around, and it's all very, they just said it's red and irritated, and they did the biopsies, and this is what it showed when they did the biopsies, that it's already at that point on the cancer scale or whatever they call it. So anyway, got to get on a better subject, guys. Poor little Josie, she's 15, about blind, can't half see, can't half hear, unless she really wants to. You know how that goes, guys. She's the one that comes in here and barks at me and demands something to eat when there's a pan of food over there for her. And sometimes she don't want it warmed up. And then sometimes you won't eat it if it's not warmed up. I mean, she's the dangest little dog, but she's just old and ornery and don't feel good. And I'm sure some days she gets up and her little back legs will walk like this. She'll pick them up real high. And I think it's just because she's so stiff, from laying all night. But anyway, she has started pottying in the floor at times. And so I went and bought her some little diapers. Well, a friend of mine gave me some the little disposable doggy diapers for extra small dogs. She don't weigh but 3 pounds. So anyway, I've got to start keeping her in those. So kept her in them yesterday, and I've kept her in them today. And I'm taking her outside as often as I think about it, to try to get her to go outside. She's never been one to mess up, bless her heart. But I mean, she's got to where, and she would always, if she got up in the middle of the night, I would hear her with her little toenails, and here she'd go. You hear the pet door open and close, she'd go outside. Well, now she's not doing that. So I'll hear her get up and leave. And the other night, I heard her get up, and I heard her come in the kitchen. Well, she'll never go in the kitchen that night. So I come in here and walked in here and stepped in it. She done come in here and TT'd in the floor. And I said, oh, my God. And that wasn't the only time. She's done it in the living room several times. So I'm just going to have to start keeping her in diapers. She's just old. And what can I say? Lily is 16 and very bossy. Yeah. I told Joey, I says, we'll just deal with it. As long as she can still eat and get around on her own, we're going to keep her around. The vet said, well, you put her down, and I just don't want to. I've had her forever. She's such a sweet little thing. Pam had to put Lexi to take Lexi to Auburn today. Keeps having seizures. Oh no. That's not the new one. That was Mia. Which one is Lexi? Wait. Is Lexi the other one that she had? I think so. Good gracious, I hate that. We'll have to keep her in our prayers. I know Pam's nervous about that. You know, I don't know about where y'all live, but Talladega has a wonderful vet clinic down there, and they are so much cheaper, girl. So much cheaper than Auburn. So just in case money is an issue, I know y'all live right there in Auburn, but anyway, don't want her. I know I don't want her to suffer. Like I say, as long as she's getting around and she's still eating and she can walk around on her own, we're gonna keep her. And if she gets to where, you know, she's falling down or acts like she just can't get up and go, then we'll do what has to be done. But as long as I can keep her, bless her heart, she don't hardly ever want any attention. Today I missed her and I was looking around the house and couldn't find her. And she had went in the back bedroom where the other two dogs sleep. She always sleeps in the bedroom. She don't sleep in the bed with us, but she has a cat bed, you know, one of those enclosed cat beds. She loves those things. And so she sleeps in it every night. And so I went in there and we had this two great big pillows, you know, they're like almost 3 foot by 3 foot in the floor in that back bedroom. And that's where those dogs sleep. Well, she was in there curled up asleep on it, and Casper had went in there and stretched out around her. He had his little front legs around her and his back legs around the bottom side of her. And he was laying there just like looking at her, like he had his head up looking at her, and she was laid there asleep. I thought it was sweet. He was seeing about her, I guess. Anyway, yeah, you know, these animals, they can really fool you, make you love them at times and want to choke them at other times. I had Casper out, and you have to keep him on a leash because he wants to eat my chickens, bless his heart. He just gets so excited he can't stand it when them chickens are squonking. He's worse about the turkeys than he is the chickens. But anyway, so I had him on a leash, and he was out there with me while I was cleaning up my I think about that, Mr. Joe. Thank you. Yeah, it'll sure beat lots of other things that I could get. I know that's for sure. Um, yeah, I had him out there. Well, somehow or another, he had stretched his little runner thing out and tripped Joey up. And Joey fell out there in the yard, and I thought, oh my God, he's done messed up his knee. But thank God he didn't. He laid there for a minute to make sure he wasn't going to die. It wasn't nothing broke or dead. And I said, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" And we scared Casper to death too. He went running. And he said, yeah, I'm all right. So I helped him up, and I said, "Is everything okay? Your knee's all right?" Because, you know, he's had total knee replacement on one, and then had his ACL fixed, and then that main band of whatever it is that goes across the top of your kneecap from the top to the bottom of your knee. He's had it come undone and had to have it reattached once. So it's just always something. Amy says, yep, she loves watching Lily. She can do and hear, but chooses not to. All the other dogs respect her. Yep, I bet they do. Yep, because she's like the boss around there. Even those bigger ones, she keeps them tiny. I know that little one my brother got from you guys. That sucker is so spoiled. You would not believe. He has to take it for a ride in the gator, or he has a golf cart. It's a gas golf cart, but he has to drive that thing around on the golf cart. And he has to, if he's mowing, you know, he mows the lawns. He's 66, 67 years old. He mows lawns in a trailer park that's right beside where he lives. He lives in a trailer, but he don't live in the trailer park. And so anyhow, he mows lawns over there for the lady that owns the trailer park. And half the time he's out there mowing lawns with a darn dog up in his lap on the lawnmower because he's jealous if Roger's not right there with him. And that little sucker, you go in there, he wants to chew on you. I told him, I said, you need to stop that doggone, them little teeth are sharp. Yep, yep, yep. I can't even think of Speckles is what he calls him because of all those little spots on him, the little black specks on him. So I don't know why they called him Speckles, but I thought it was cute. But hope you and Bob had a wonderful Christmas, Amy. We did everything go good at your house. I saw some pictures of Charlie. He looked like he had it made with all those toys he got for Christmas. Yep. So anyway, babies, folks out there, that is the bad things or the not so bad. I guess it's how you look at it. Going on around this house. And my daughter, Chris and Brandy came back from that cruise. Well, Chris came back sick. And then right after that, Brandy got sick. So obviously, whatever they had, they passed it along here because since then, my other daughter's been sick. So we're just passing it around here on the hill, guys. What can I say? So whatever it is, cold, sinuses, whatever. It could be the big C, I don't know. But nobody's been tested. So they all got over it. Tanya's much better. She worked today. And so you know how it is. But Christmas Day, we would come down. She didn't even get out of bed all day Christmas Day. She was real sick, couldn't hardly talk and all that stuff. So, it's just real bad. Brandy when they were here, she stayed down there 2 days and didn't come out of the trailer, the camper that they were in, stay when they were here. So it's just always something, guys, always something. I told them, I said, y'all keep all that stuff down there because I don't want it. Joey and I neither one want to get sick now. Anyway, guys. But Casper's little butt. But anyway, when Joey fell, it tore the string and the little string on his extending leash. It's one of those that has a little handle. Well, I had it pulled out there pretty good ways, and I guess Joey didn't see the little string and he tripped on it. So I had it hooked over the ball, the hitch ball on his flatbed truck. So anyway, it broke it. So Casper's running around. He didn't realize that he was not, that he was free because he was still dragging the end of the rope, So I come over there and got him. And anyway, Mr. Joe said he had a good birthday on Saturday. He is now 63. Well, good for you, Mr. Joe. Wonderful. 63. Happy birthday to you, Mr. Joe. I remember you saying that you had a birthday late, but I forgot when it was. And I guess now we know. Saturday. Let's see. Nice Christmas. Bob's going to physical therapy for his back, and it's helping. That's good. Good. Great. But anyway, guys, as far as that goes, that's all we can do is hobble around here until it's our time to go. But gosh, y'all, I guess I can start eating lots of bread. I saw a friend of mine baking some bread, so I'm going to attempt to make some bread around here. We'll see how that goes, guys. And I made some Divinity candy, guys. The first time I made Divinity candy, it was very rainy outside, and I did not realize that the humidity and all that has a lot to do with whether Divinity will set up. It was real good, but it just didn't set up, and wasn't sticky. So this time I cooked it a lot more than I should have, and it was too hard. Still had a real good taste, but it was just too hard. So we're going to make another attempt on the Divinity. This will be I've made Divinity about 5 times. So if this one comes out, I will do a video on it. Well, I did a video on the other one, so I can post a video on what not to do to make Divinity candy. We really like Divinity around here, but it is so doggone sweet. It's nothing but egg whites and sugar, basically. A little food coloring, not food coloring, dang. A little vanilla flavoring. I mean, that's about it, Anyway, and some pecans or whatever kind of nuts you want to put in. We put pecans in ours. But Anyway, yeah, we so if I make some and it turns out good, I will video the dumping, the putting it down on the plate, and then I'll show the oops one, and then I'll show, and this is what it's supposed to look like. But anyway, it all tasted really good. My family will eat it regardless of how bad it is. One of my cake layers broke in half on one of my red velvet cakes, and I put that on the bottom and just layered a lot of icing in between there and stuck it back together and layered the other two layers on there, and nobody ever knew the difference. Maybe when they cut into it, all of it didn't come out just like it ought to, but that happens a lot when you're cutting cake, especially red velvet, because it's so moist, that it'll fall apart. Good, Mr. Joe. I hope you really did have a good birthday. Did anybody take you out to eat? So Joey usually takes me out to eat. That's one of the few things that he'll take me out, like to Longhorn or somewhere like that on my birthday and on our anniversary. About the only time we go out anywhere real fancy. What we consider fancy, let's put it that way. For us, the rest of the time it's just, little food joints that are local around here if we go somewhere to eat. Yeah, y'all check the red velvet recipe, cake recipe. Red velvet is so good, guys. My younger brother and sister took you to, oh, cool. All right, great. Mr. Joe, are you really 63 or are you 64 now? Because I was thinking you told me you were 63 several months ago. Did I just look at it wrong, or are you really 63? Anyway, it don't really matter, guys. But yeah, we had a wonderful get together for the Christmas, and all of us went down on Monday night, had all the grandkids together. That never happens, guys. Never. In fact, the only one that was missing was Madison. And she had a Christmas party for a company that she used to work for, had called her since she's here and invited her. I'll take your word for it. Yep, you're 63 then. Because I was born in 59, hon. Oh, let's see. Yeah, so anyway, she didn't go, but she's 25 years old. It's kind of hard to expect the grown kids to, but all the rest of them came, and we all went down to the merry-go-round. I did a little short video on that, guys. I don't even think it was 6 minutes long, but anyway, all of us were there, and I almost waited too late to do the video. There was a huge line, but thank God we got there before that line got real bad. Mr. Joe said his sister was born in 59 as well. Yep. Christmas tradition. Yeah, it was a Christmas tradition. That merry-go-round has been coming to Valley, Alabama since before I was a little girl. I think it came the first time in like 1956, 57, somewhere around there. And I was born in 59. And it originally came for all the mill workers, the West Point Pepperell mill workers that work, because this was a mill town, a cotton mill town. So they brought it in for the cotton mill workers, and then people from the community started going, and they allowed them to come in, and then all us folks that didn't even live right there started going. So it's just been a tradition, and we have gone down, either rode it or seen it every year. And I don't know about you guys, but when we were kids, we used to get in the car and ride around and look at Christmas lights. And there were three things that we always saw. We always saw the merry-go-round. We always saw a manger scene that was made up and was out in a big field. And we always walked down and looked at it, and it was always so pretty, guys. And then there was a big round lit up scene of Mother Mary and baby Jesus. And it was all made with lights. And that was must have been a mess to put up. But anyway, that was put up every year. And that's one of the three things that I remember from as long as I could remember. We always saw those things. And then, then we rode through town and saw the lights and, and some of the upper, bigger communities and all that where they would put out Christmas lights and all. But, Wheat said that she was 63 a couple of times. That's what I was wondering about Mr. Joe. If he was just, like us girls, a lot of us are 29 and older, that goes. Debbie said she was born in 56. So we're all right in there in the same ages, aren't we, guys? Yeah, I'm 65 and Wheat's a little older than me. You're just a little bit older than me. So, yep, I understand, guys. Oh, and trying to think of what else is going on around here. Oh, my hair is falling out, guys. I don't know what it is. I have been doing everything to try to get it to stop, but it just seems like every morning I get up and I've got hair in the bed. It's just the dangest thing. And so I've started cleaning it up with a roller, to make sure I get all the hair off the pillow and right there where I sleep at night every day to see if it's just, hair breaking or what. But my hair is actually, it feels like it's actually just falling out. So I don't know if it's just like say old age or what. My hair is super, super, super fine. And don't take much for it to break, I guess. So I told Joey I was going to get me some prenatal vitamins. He said, what for? He says, are you about to finally have that baby? Because he teases me about my belly sometimes. And I said, it looks like I am, baby. I said, it's about to drop, I think. I said, I may be ready in another month. Anyway, just, husband and wife jokes anyway. But just, it's just always something. It's always something. Peter says he was born in 71, but feels like he was born in 41. Well, my body sometimes feels like it was 41 too, Peter. So I understand exactly what you're saying, babe. I really do. Have any of the folks there, DD5 or any of them, decided on when they're going to have another Arkansas River Valley meetup? I need to kind of get it on my planner and get it scheduled, see if I can get in there and get me a campsite and that kind of stuff, and try to get one closer by than the one I had this last year. But anyway, I had such a good time there, and it was so nice meeting you there too, Peter. Debbie says her hair is very thin, not as pretty as yours, though. Oh, well, thank you, hon. My hair is very, very thin, and it's just a funky, I don't know. Some people say it's a pretty color silver. I don't know whether I call it a pretty color silver, but it's darn gray is all I know. I'm glad there's some still there. And I guess if it falls out, I'll just be bald-headed, because I'm not one of those vain people that has to be perfect all the time. If y'all could see me around this house and some of the mismatched clothes that I wear, y'all would all crack up. I'm not kidding. I try to put on something halfway normal when I'm trying to do a video, and sometimes I just forget about what I'm wearing, but you know how that goes. Bob says hi. I will ask for Brad. What's that C for? That's right. What's that C for? That's an old joke between us guys. Brad is Bob, a friend of mine's nephew. And he was at a horse ride that we were all in. My horse has a lightning bar. His name is Lightning. And of course, my name's Carol. So I put Lightning Bar C because he's my horse, right? And I wanted to always be able to identify him in case he were to ever disappear on one of these rides. So anyway, we were riding along and Brad comes up and he says, hey, Carol, what's the C for? I guess he knew what his name was Lightning. He says, what's the C for? All of us around there just looked at him like he had absolutely lost his mind. So I guess really Oh, Mike says he's not hosting it again unless he gets more help and maybe an auditor or treasurer. I understand that. I understand that. Yep. I had a feeling that he might have been he definitely won't be in charge. I understand that. That was, I'm sure, a lot of work, a very lot of work. And you know, when you say you're going to do that stuff, it's really exciting in the moment. But when it comes down to it, and all the people you think that are going to jump in there and help you do everything don't jump in there and help, it gets rough. And I am sure that him and Alyssa, were worn slap out trying to get all that stuff planned and scheduled and everything else, and then having to be there to make sure everything was going right that whole 2 weeks, you know, or the week before and the week of, and then making sure everything was cleaned up and all that last couple of days. So I am sure, thank God, a lot of us kicked in and helped them with the cleanup there at the end. But I understand Mike not wanting to be in charge again. I sure do. Oh, I know. I've thought about doing a meetup here, but you know, I just don't know that many people that live by here. And it's so far away from all of you guys that I just don't see a whole lot of people coming way down here to a meetup, you know. But I would like to do like a day meet and greet, maybe, or something, you know, with just some locals around here, because there are some local people just right across the Alabama line and up North Georgia and that kind of thing, right around Tennessee and Florida too. So maybe we could get a day, you know, maybe just a day or a weekend thing up and go somewhere. That would be fun. Down by where Wheat lives, there is a campground that you can actually rent the whole campground if you want to for a weekend. And we thought about checking into that, but you know, we would have to have people that would definitely say, yes, we're going, and yes, we're going to take a campsite way ahead of time. And you know, it's so hard to do that. No, I live right on the Georgia Alabama line in Midwest Georgia, little town called LaGrange, Georgia, if you've ever heard of it. And no, we did not get any storm. We have some small limbs, you know, down, but no big trees down that we saw, and none right here in the yard, thank God. We had a lot of little limbs off the pecan trees and some pine limbs back in the back on the trails. Joey rode back there on the dirt bike yesterday and checked out the trails and said that there were just some little stuff down from all he could see. And might have to take the chainsaw back and cut up a few little things, but most of them were stuff, dead pines. You know, a lot of the times around here, pine beetles get in your pines, and if you don't keep the dead ones cut down and gone out of there, burned or something, the pine beetles eat all the pines. So we had a few standing dead that came down, but they were just old ones that were, you know, not very big anyway. I had been blocked out by bigger trees and that kind of stuff that didn't make it. Anyway, but thank you for asking. Yeah, we were real lucky that we did not get any bad damage. Boy, that night before last, about 3 o'clock in the morning, the lightning woke me up. And I was not hearing the thunder yet, but I was seeing the flashes. The flashes through the bedroom window was what was just absolutely freaked me out. And I got up and it was raining so hard that it was raining down, not raining down, but it was running down my chimney. The wind was blowing from the west so hard that it was blowing under my chimney cap, and the water was running down the chimney into the bedroom, or not into the bedroom, but into the fireplace in the bedroom. Not enough to dribble, you know, run out into the floor or anything, but it was, you could hear it dripping in there. And I thought that was a weird thing, you know. But came and looked out the windows and everything, and those poor old turkeys were still out there on the roost, right out. They were sleeping on the gate out there, just like nothing was going on. I said, boy, you guys are nuts. I'd at least got up in a tree and had a little bit of a windbreak or something, but anyway, when it gets real cold, they will fly up in the tree. And I did a little short video last year of Crooked Toe getting up in the tree with Amy. So that's the way it goes. But it's always something, guys. Always something around here. But guys, I appreciate you guys so much for coming in on my live, for checking out my videos for me, seeing what goes on around here. Let's see, you were New Horizon says he was born in 1990 and feel like a 3-year-old a lot of times. Well, man, I wish I felt like a 3-year-old. Boy, I'm telling you what, I wish I just had the energy I had when I was 50, guys. I was still getting it strong when I was 50. This last 15 years has really drugged me down quick. Of course, you know, with the lupus, it's not helping any. But anyway, Aveda has given me that 5-minute warning, guys. But I wanted to tell y'all how much I appreciate y'all, how much I enjoy y'all coming in, how much y'all leave me comments. Every time I see a comment, it makes me smile. And I know some of my people are watching my videos and checking them out. And it just makes my day. And so anyway, guys, I wanted to let y'all know how much I appreciate y'all. And you know, this channel would not be anything without you guys in it. And that's right. We'll see all of y'all next year. And guys, I'd like 131 to have my 2,000. So not going to get there by the end of the year, which, you know, it was kind of a wishful thinking, but that was okay. We'll get there when we get there. And I'm just really excited to be still doing this. As long as it stays fun, we'll keep it up. So you guys, we're going to hang in here just for a few more minutes. And if you have not, give me that thumbs up. Please do so. We will see all of y'all next year. Just right around the corner. In fact, it's not but about 20-something hours away. And guys, if you have not thought about it, be nice to people. This is a very, very trying time of the year. There are a lot of people that commit suicides, a lot of depression during this time of the year. Be nice to people that are just maybe real rude or mean to you, because we don't know what they're going through in their lives. And there's so much mental illness going on in this world with no help. You know, most you sure will, Mr. Joe. He has 10 subs and no content. He's doing good. I remember when I was thrilled to get my 100. Oh. Yeah, but you know, just y'all hang in there, and we're wishing all y'all a very prosperous, healthy new year. And we will see y'all in next Monday. Maybe you can see me do a little live on New Year's Day if I get a chance, guys. Don't get too busy around here. You know how that goes. I don't know. We don't have any plans for New Year's yet. But we're gonna do the best we can around here, and I'm sure we can get some dried peas around here and throw them in the crock pot and let them simmer overnight with some lean bacon, I guess. I'm not supposed to have my fat in there anymore, doggone it. And make some good old turnip greens or collard greens or something. If nothing else, we'll put some broccoli on. I know I can eat broccoli, guys. That was one of the things I could have. Oh, if I had some more asparagus out there in the asparagus beds, I'd eat some of that too. But anyhow, guys, here we go. I thought it was going to start. I felt it coming. Y'all have a good night. Have a prosperous beginning, the end of this year. Be sweet, be nice to other people, and we will see y'all next year. Love you guys. Bye.